Hi, so this video has been put together for those of you that are fairly new to using Instagram and want to learn how to use it for business. So what follows are some basic tips and techniques to help you along the way. So first of all, make sure that when you start on Instagram, you must open an Instagram business account rather than a personal account, because this is going to give you all the necessary buttons that you require to operate your business, such as call and email options. Now, first of all, you'll want to choose a name on Instagram, so just a few things to bear in mind. With a business account, you may want to incorporate the name of the business, the type of the business, the location of the business, or key industry words. Your Instagram name will represent the identity that you're trying to convey and also introduces your content. It's a good idea to keep your username consistent throughout all corporate social media accounts as well. So once you select a username, try to use that name for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and even your email. Is the profile image correctly sized and clear? Some people ask, should I use my face or the company brand and logo? To be honest, whatever works best for you. If you work alone and the business is you may want to interject some personality and engage with your audience a little more, in which case just go ahead and add a picture of yourself. If you want to, you could also combine this with your logo. Where there is more than one person within the company, however, it may be better just to use the company logo. Profile details and bio. In a nutshell, you're giving people an idea of what your business is called and what your business is all about. So here we're looking at bio, logo, pictures, website addresses, hashtags, story highlights. So does the account name contain any important keywords that your followers might be looking for? So I've used InstaBiz Live as an example in the picture here. So clearly we would want to use the words business, networking, entrepreneurs. Does your bio explain who you are? Now you've only 150 characters to write your bio, so you may also want to choose the odd emoji in which to replace the word. Is there a branded hashtag that belongs to the account only? And are you using story highlights? So story highlights allow you to group old stories together in a news section that sits below your bio, as you can see in our circles there. And do you want to attach any links? For example, we have one here that directs through to our YouTube page. Now you'll probably be keen to make your first post, so if you haven't done already, just remember that it's not all about selling. Instagram is very much about being social. So as well as posting a photo, you can also add some text to the visual as well. If you're adding text, write it as though you're writing to a friend. Instagram's more about being social and making friends rather than selling. Don't worry, the selling will come later. The top two lines will have a greater impact, as that is what your followers will see first, so it might want to be something that grabs people's attention. And is there a clear call to action? So what does that mean? Well, in a nutshell, could you ask a question such as, how is everyone feeling today? Or, hands up, has this ever happened to you before? So if you can get people to respond, this will increase the amount of people who see you, and as such, Instagram will show the post to more users in their newsfeed. Post at the right time. Now it's important to check your analytics so that you know when the best time is to post. Posting at the wrong time will lead to less eyes on your post, and for example, if most of your followers are online in the morning at 7 o'clock, then it's just pointless posting something that's important at 3 o'clock that afternoon. So when you post, you also need to hang around for a little while afterwards and respond to any comments in order to keep driving that engagement further. So where do you find out this information? If you take a look at the example, you would click on the 3 lines in the top right hand corner and then click onto Insights and then click onto Audience. What time should I advertise? So taking a look in Audience, you're going to check out followers, and this will give you the best day and time in which to post. If you post at the correct time and people start to interact with your post, the algorithm will see it as being an important post, getting the post out there more and as such seen by more people. So remember, post at least 1 hour before your audience are due to see you, so that they are more likely to catch your post and engage with you. So if your analytics tell you that most of your followers are online at 10 o'clock, then get the post out at 9. So take a look at the picture on the right. This will show you what you will find in Audience, where your followers are based and what their age ranges are. The answers to these questions will give you useful information on how and where to market yourself more effectively. This can also be really useful information if you are in the process of writing your business plan undertaking your market research, and also deciding how else to market yourself. So what are your audience interested in? Well, to find out, go to the 3 lines, click Insights, See Content, and click on See All. Is there a pattern to what your audience have previously liked, such as adverts, videos, personal profiles? Here you can utilise what your analytics are telling you. What could you do more of going forward? And as a note, a post that gathers engagement with comments in particular will result in Instagram showing the post to more users in their newsfeed. So by responding to the comments, you will also increase the post reach further. As a business, you must also think of ways to drive engagement so that it happens quickly and encourages more than just a like. Now, many people wonder, how many hashtags should I use? Well, to be honest, there's no real rule here. Just include as many as you need. Place it in the caption for ease of use. Try not to use the same one for each post. And relate your hashtag to the image. So, for example, with this one, I might use I like hashtags. Do not use hashtags that are too popular, by the way. Yes, they might be seen across the world, but is that where your audience are? So do some research around which are the best hashtags to use and check the content of the hashtag before you use it. And also check out the hashtags that your competitors are using as well. Photo images. As we all know, Instagram is all about the photos. Make sure that your photos are high quality. Nobody wants to see pixelated images. Be sure to use the same filter on every post. This makes your post recognisable and consistent. And keep your photos in the grid consistent. So, for example, if they're usually quite colourful, then don't suddenly change to black and white. If it's generally quite minimal, then don't change to fussy and chaotic. Grid planning. Now, service businesses, you need to focus on creating value, quality, and giving insight into what your business offers. Product businesses, you're slightly different. You need to make people want your products by evoking their emotions. So aim to create a lifestyle that your followers might want to aspire to. So think about the type of pictures that you might see in a magazine compared to a catalogue. Now, there are a lot of tutorials that you can access online that will show you exactly how to do grid planning, but the things that you'll need to bear in mind. Instagram users are probably more likely to follow your account if they see a curated grid than if it is a disconnected assortment of jumbled images. Your audience are only likely to look at the top few pictures. They won't spend time scrolling through, so make sure that those images at the top are the ones that best reflect your business. A consistent colour theme or palette that connects your posts even if the content is completely unrelated. And play with colour, style and tone. Splitting an image into 9 tiles can make a strong visual impact, which is ideal for new product launches or highlighting an important announcement. Content ideas. As mentioned earlier, Instagram is more about being social and connecting with your followers, and it's this that will help drive sales. So approximately 80% of your posts need to be connecting personally with your followers. For example, an hello intro post, who are you? Your brand story, how did it all come about? What are you currently working on? Your passions, what frustrates, inspires you? Product, service, benefits and availability. Processes, what goes on behind the scenes? Industry trends, news and updates. Tips and advice. Reviews and testimonials from happy customers, and how-tos. And 20% needs to be obvious sales, and that also needs to include discounts, special offers, new arrivals. So believe it or not, there's actually around 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram. So as you can see, it's a great place to promote your brand. And although not everyone likes posting a video of themselves, video posts do actually receive about 49% more likes than an image. Photos with faces get 38% more likes and 4.5% higher conversion rate for posts with UGC, that's user generated content, which we'll talk about next. What is user-generated content? Well, quite simply, it's made up of photos, reviews and posts produced by fans and customers. If you haven't put any thought into using UGC, then your brand could be missing out on valuable opportunities. So why is it so important? Well, you're more likely to buy something if you see a friend commenting on Facebook perhaps about their new Dior makeover, or a picture on Instagram showing them enjoying drinking a cappuccino in Starbucks. It's more trusted. Traditional forms of online advertising are becoming increasingly ineffective as people start to rely on word of mouth, and this is why social media sites such as Instagram work so well. So people tend to trust family and friends more than advertisements, and that's especially the younger generation. And statistics showed that only 19% of millennials trust online banner ads, whereas 49% trust peer reviews. So let's recap with some tips. So when you're making a post, remember, geotag your location, tag members of your audience in either the comments section or post. They will then receive a notification and they'll have to read it. But remember, don't spam tag, nobody likes that. Share your stories, reply to comments quickly for the algorithm, check out who's liking you, regularly search hashtags that you use, which hashtags are your competitors using, and always check out a hashtag before using it. Tips to encourage followers. So, post quality over quantity. Develop stories to keep your audience interested. Don't aim for perfection. Polished stories do not perform as well as those that are just rough and ready. Focus on connecting with your audience 80% of the time, with just 20% for sales. Be part of your community. Link to your other social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. Include newsletters, competitions, Insta challenges. Make your audience interact with you. Make them answer a question, including tagging them to do so. And don't forget, you'll always get more likes and comments from a video post rather than just posting an image.